I don't like them as a couple. I really don't, when they together. I don't like how they interact as a couple, how shady they can be to other people when they are together as a couple. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Lyf TV with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 4, Episode 3, I believe it is, Hot Mic. All right, y'all. For some reason, when they start these shows off, they always give us little clips of things that are supposed to happen throughout the show or things that have happened already. And for some reason, I'm thinking Robin gonna get pregnant by Juan. And that's only because they keep focusing in every opening about her talking about how they was fucking like rabbits and how hot and heavy. It's just been on my mind. I was like, is she gonna get pregnant by Juan? Is she pregnant by Juan and we don't know it yet? Just something about that whole situation. Maybe there's going to be a pregnancy scare. But the fact that they keep bringing it up is making me think, okay, this episode was so fucking lackluster to me. So it's going to be real short. Trust and believe it's going to be real short. We start off with Michael. They at a party. He's seemingly appreciating this tall, dark drink of water. And I see they're making it a point to show that Ashley is drinking a whole lot this season. You know, last season, she was on Monique saying Monique was drunk. So I think they want to show us this season that she is drunk. But when we go back to Michael for a second, I am kind of surprised that they are going along this route. Like I said, I don't know why Michael just don't want to come out and say that he's bisexual. It's okay. Everybody doing it these days, it seems. So go ahead and say you're bisexual. It's getting more and more widely accepted. It's more widely accepted in the white community as in the black community. So go on, step out in your truth, bro. I think your wife, I think before this, you and your wife both said that y'all had dabbled into the other sexes before as well. I think Ashley for certain said it when she first came onto the show, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn both of y'all said that shit. So just go ahead and admit that you're bisexual. And that way, this wouldn't be such a mystery whether or not you like men. But the fact that Andy Cohen, a gay man who is deeply affiliated with this show, is allowing it to go on in this manner where it seems like they are outing Michael. That's the way that they are setting the stage, as if he's being outed. I think this is such poor taste. Because the whole editing, everything, the way that they had to do, talking about, oh, you's a nice looking man. Oh, that's hard as fuck. He wasn't talking about his penis. Come on now. We know he's talking about that man bicep because they was talking about going to work out in the gym. Now, Michael said something along the lines that, I know I'm a good looking dude, but you a good looking dude too. And for Michael to say that shit, of course, it's quote unquote gay. Okay, that's the mindset that they want to put everybody into. Like I said, aside from the fact that I think Michael is bisexual, I don't see no problem with another man telling another man that he's a good looking dude. We do it to women all the time. Why is it a sin or is it crazy for a man to tell another man that he's handsome or whatever? You know, that I'm a good looking dude or you're a good looking dude too. You know what I'm saying? We tell girls all the time, bitch, you look good. You better, your body is bang. We tell them all the time, men can't do that. We so fucking hypocritical as a society and as a people. But I think the fact that, one, we don't like Michael. Two, I don't like Ashley. I don't know about us a wee bit. I don't like Ashley. I don't like them as a couple. I really don't, when they together. I don't like how they interact as a couple, how shady they can be to other people when they are together as a couple, how we saw them interact with one another. Like, I don't like them at all. But they want to use his sexuality and his hidden secrets as a way to push Ashley's storyline forward. Since Mike was not a cast member, they definitely pushing Ashley's storyline forward. And like I said, I just think this, I know we want to know as viewers, we like, what's really going on, Ashley? And it's kind of like, we kind of throw it in her face, like, yeah, your man is sleeping with other men. That's what they kind of do, is they try to throw it in her face like that. And, but I think this is in poor taste for Bravo and Andy Cohen and them to be trying to out this man like this, especially if he isn't gay, you know. But that's just my opinion. I'm in the headspace, y'all. I'm in the headspace. I'm gonna let y'all know that I got a headache to the 10th power. No, it's not to the 10th pole now. It was a 10th pole earlier. And I went to sleep. I laid down to take a nap around 4 or something. And I just woke up around 9:30, 10 o'clock. My baby going to Atlanta in the morning. So I had to, you know, see her for a minute. Anyway, so Ashley's mom swings through. Apparently she hasn't been at the house since they had that whole incident where everybody said that she was a crackhead. All the viewers was like, her mama on something. And when she came through, I was like, her mama on something still. That wig, girl, it was like she... Y'all remember back in the day, people that's in my generation, we probably know this, our mamas and grandmamas and stuff, I probably know our grandmamas and our aunties used to have this catalog come through the mail, and they have wigs and stuff that they order out the catalog. That's what it looked like Ashley mama had on, one of them catalog wigs that we had back in the day that our grandmas and aunties used to order from. Child. But she seemed high to me then when she came in there. She was extra happy, extra cheery, extra affectionate, you know. And now that wasn't drunk, that was high. Like I say, I've been around a lot of addicts all my fucking life. I know some of the symptoms. This was a high that it seemed like her mother was on. She was just giggling for no fucking reason. When Michael came in the room, she wanted, oh, Michael. Now, the last time you talked about Michael, y'all couldn't stand each other's motherfucking ass. He told your daughter to separate from you, put your ass out the house. You was hating his ass, and now you see him, oh, Michael. So fake, so phony. But that made Ashley cry. She broke down in tears and because her mama hugged Michael out of the blue. Some drugs will do that to you. Well, anyway, Karen and Ray, they going around trying to buy her parents' headstones. And this is a hard moment for her. Like I said, she had 2 parents pass away within a year of each other. I think they said 7 months of each other. That's some heavy shit to deal with. And I think both of them had Alzheimer's. I think both of them was dealing with Alzheimer's. I know there's members in my family we still don't have headstones for. Headstones cost a lot of damn money. Them things that even the traditional ones, she said she gonna give my mother a classic traditional headstone. Those can be as at least $600. I mean, but I guess, you know, for somebody like Karen who got money, then it don't matter to her. But that's, headstones are a lot. But I you want to leave something behind so your loved ones can be remembered. Plaque, some shit, I don't know. I don't know. But while they were sitting there talking and she was explaining, you know, her concerns about Ray and wanting to live 20 more years with him and make sure he had a nice, vital life. When she said that Ray was just 2 years younger than her daddy, I paused for a long fucking time. I was like, dude, I barely want to date a man that's over 3 years older than me. I dated a guy that was he 10 years older than me before? That was the weirdest shit in my life. Oh, it was the weirdest. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a child of molestation. The grown-ass man is creepy as fuck to me. And then when you get over a certain age, when you was already out of high school and I was still in elementary school, you too fucking grown for me, sir. I know I'm over 21 now, but there's this like age gap. And then when I was dating younger dudes, it always got to me. That was, I thought about that shit all the time. Like, I'm so fucking much older than you. I know we grown, but damn, that's just, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll change my mind. I don't know. I'm just trying to get out of that mindset. So anyway, Giselle. She's going to therapy. This whole episode seemed to really be about Giselle. Like, I want to say at least 70% of the confessions was Giselle. And I thought the doctor that she was going to see was her ex-boyfriend. I was like, oh, he done lost weight. He looks sick. That wasn't her ex-boyfriend. That was her therapist. He was basically giving her the same advice that Juan was giving her. People didn't like the advice that Juan gave because Juan is apparently a cheater. He's using the fuck out of Robin, but she's letting him use him. And would I call him an opportunist? He moved in with her family when he was a teenager because he lost his parents and what have you. Or did he lose his parents? He lost his, yeah, that's right. Because remember we had the episode where he found out who his biological dad was, but he still. So But the doctor was kind of giving her the same advice, saying you give up too fast. As soon as you see something wrong, you take off and run. And Giselle's like, so I'm supposed to stick it out with a fucked up relationship? You know, it's a catch-22 there. Like, are you running too fast? Are you really trying to work it out? But the fact that they was in therapy together and she's like, no, I can't do this no more. If you know that you're not going to do this no more, why drag it out? Why drag it out? There is so many people out here in the world. Why drag it out? I don't know. Then you end up alone like me. I've been single for so fucking long. I talked about that before. Anyway, then we go over to Monique and Chris. And I was so surprised that they showed the kids in the bathtub. And one reason why I'm so surprised about that, because on YouTube, a lot of the family vlog channels that I watch are getting hit because they show their children in the bathtub. There's no body parts being seen. The kids are in the water, all covered up with soaps and bubbles. I said bubbles, but pedophiles are out there. So they have been like turning off the comments on these people's channels. They ain't allowed to have people comment. I think they've been demonetized for a certain length of time. I know at least 5 channels is like that. So I was very surprised that Bravo showed these 2 children in the bathtub. I know we don't think shit of it, you know. It's probably some people out there that had a problem because a little boy and a little girl was in the tub together. I used to take shower baths with my cousin all the time. He was a boy. All the time. It wasn't no thing. It's nothing sexual to a child. We just having fun. We throwing bubbles. You saw little Chris in there drinking that damn bath water. I was like, they ain't not gonna say nothing to the little boy in there drinking that water. He put all that soapy water in his mouth. And ain't nobody say nothing because they back there chit-chatting it up. Oh, so anyway, Giselle decides to meet up with Katie. We finally get her in on the show. And Katie still as loony as ever. Still as loony as ever. She came in with her this little garb on because she didn't have her hair done, but she said she was getting her Indian thing on. I think that's so fucking just stop, girl. Whatever. Anyway, this is on the tail end of Giselle's therapy session. She want to make amends with people who she ain't been really getting along with too well. So she decided to start with Katie. She don't know how she gonna do it, but she think Katie is a lot of fun. They've been hanging out a lot lately. Katie says she is living with a 27-year-old unemployed man who has not contributed to the household. What happened to her kids? Where the kids go? I'm confused. You got this 27-year-old living in here with your damn kids. Unemployed, but you just got to move in. You moved in a nanny. That's a manny. Is that what you did, Katie? Is that what? Make it make sense. Because she said he ain't contributed to the household at all. Katie pretty much taking care of him. Oh, do what you do, girl. Robin. Her 4-month housing project has turned into 7-8 months. It's really longer than that, y'all. Let me tell you that. It's really longer than that. And they are $100,000 over budget. She's hoping that she can sell the house for at least, you know, $150,000, and then she could pocket at least $50,000 of it. That's what she's hoping. You spent $100-something on this little raggedy thing, and it still ain't fixed. It still ain't fixed. Come on, girl. Her and Juan go there to the house, and Juan is like throwing shots at the contractor, and the contractor luckily probably has a cultural barrier as far as the language, and he like ain't really getting the jokes or the sarcasm. And then again, maybe he is picking it up and he's thinking to himself, fuck you, Holmes. I know that's just whatever. Anyway, Candace decided to call up Ashley and sit down and have a lunch with her because she figured they had a lot of shit in common, you know, so they should be able to bond. They used to be friends. They ain't now. Ashley said she can't even get the ends out. That's what they had now. For real. That's what they had. So this whole lunch was so fake. So fake. I was like, oh my goodness. I don't even want to talk about it. Only thing that really came to light is that Candace is down pointing out the fact that Ashley, you drinking a whole lot, girl, for somebody who says she ain't drinking no more because you're trying to make a baby. You talking about Corona after Corona after Corona. And when they, like, her mama came through earlier, her mama was like, hey, you want this Corona? She's like, yeah. And she kept saying, I'm not drinking no more as she's drinking. But then she goes on to explain why she's drinking again. But, whatever. That just, the reunion was so fake. Another fake reunion was Giselle coming over to Karen's house. This is Giselle's apparently first time being invited to this house. Y'all was all at that house for that motherfucking party. Stop it. But Giselle walking through like, I ain't never been here before. And Karen, like, she came through the bitch like with the sage. We gonna remove these demons before they even walk through the door. And Giselle like, are you saging me? Yes, heifer. And the fact that the white smoke was still following Giselle means that she wasn't saged enough. You're supposed to keep letting that motherfucker, she's smudging her. That's what the term is. You keep letting the smoke go over into the areas where the energy is at until the smoke travels somewhere else and burns out. But it was still circling Giselle's ass, and her ass needed to be smudged some more. Light another one, burn them up in that bitch. I'm surprised she didn't lay salt down around the threshold before Giselle crossed over into that motherfucker. But she told her, your ass, we ain't on that level. We on a 2-room level. That's all you get is 2 rooms in the house. So Giselle like, she don't live here. She must live in the basement. Just gonna say you live in the basement because all you can see is 2 rooms. You're not welcome in my house. Karen has been so short with her. And Giselle really don't care. You know, this is probably how their relationship was was all along, you know. Karen has always been real short with her. Oh, my apologies, y'all. I didn't mean to yawn in the middle of the video. But Karen just not having it. She said, hell no, you don't get a full tour of my house. You need to sit your motherfucking ass down. She told her about 5 times, sit your ass down. Quit walking through my house. Giselle walking around, opening up her cabinet doors and pantries and shit. Bitch, just get your fuck out of my damn kitchen like that. Stay out of my shit, your nosy ass. Trying to see if she got food in pots and pans, evidently. Karen's facial expressions are everything. Everything. And I'm like, Giselle is trying a little bit too hard for me. It's coming off real fucking phony. And I think Karen see it. I think Karen see it. And as I was saying, Giselle got a lot of damn confessional time. Why are we getting so much confessionals out of Giselle? Like, this whole episode was pretty much about her. So Ashley wants to throw this party for her Uncle Lump. I hate that they call this man Uncle Lump. To celebrate his birthday and the fact that he's 2 years free of leukemia. Monique and Karen, they was like, I ain't going to that bullshit. Karen like, for what? Monique said, I ain't in no rush to see that girl. No. So Robin came through with her pink hair. I actually like the pink hair better than the damn bleach blonde shit. But Juan didn't come with her. And Mike was like, where my boo Juan? He didn't say my boo, but he was very upset about why Juan wasn't there. Michael made it a point to keep pointing it out over and over and over and over again. Then Ashley sung the little song that she wrote for Michael. I'm so tired of these Real Housewives crack songs that they keep singing. Michael say he misses Juan and he loves Juan. And then they show again him talking to the dude while Ashley is like hooking up with her mama and her grandmama, and he's over there having a conversation with the man about the gym and how buff he look and how hard as a rock his bicep. It's probably his biceps or his guns is feeling or whatever. And the dude didn't seem like he was put off by Michael at all. You know, he was embracing the conversation as well. But like I say, the way that they're editing this is almost like they're trying to out Michael, which is, I just think it's wrong. Even though I don't like his ass, it's still wrong to try to out some motherfucking body if they don't want to be out. But then apparently at the end of the episode, Robin said, you know, everybody got fucked up. She was taking video that she didn't even realize she took. They was around at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, drunk as a motherfucker, including Ashley, drunk ass who was supposed to be sober because she's trying to have a baby. We all know Ashley pregnant right now. She'd do it in a couple weeks, matter of fact. And then Robin says, and Michael told me that he want to suck Juan's dick. And that's how the episode went off. We saw Michael going down to the party like, I think I said some shit I shouldn't have said. Well, he might have already did shit. We don't know what went on. But that's the end of the episode, y'all. That was the end of the episode. It's just, this whole episode was a bunch of fake, phony meetups. Because even Katie came to the party so she could meet the girls. Giselle bringing her around to meet the girls. And she kind of put Candace off because she's telling Candace, if I'd have met you 5 days ago when you got married, I told you not to do it. I don't want you not to do it. And Candace was really put off about that. And then Chris was like, oh, she said, oh, no, I'm not talking about you specifically. I don't know why she would take that personal. That's just some random shit people would say. I mean, it's some silly shit people say. But I don't think, why would you take that personal, Candace? But Candace was put off by Katie because of that. So they may have some tensions. I don't know. Damn, I didn't realize Katie was that tall, but I forgot she was a model. So that's the end of this episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all still watching this shit, because I know this video was super hella late. I appreciate you being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.